Hey there. I wanted to talk to you for a moment. This is for the end of one of those days. You know the kind, where you just kept going, even when every single part of you wanted to just sit down and disappear. So for the next few minutes, let's set aside the usual noise. Think of this as, well, an offering, a gift, just for you.
You did it all today, didn't you? You smiled, you answered the questions, you did the next thing, and the next thing after that. And now, in the quiet, maybe this is the question that just bubbles up. That hollow feeling after a day spent performing, spent holding everything and everyone together. It's a question a lot of us carry around in private.
And it's so much more than just being tired, isn't it? It's this weariness, like deep in your bones. It's what happens when you give out more than you get back, when you're trying so hard to be strong for everyone else. It's the little echo of telling yourself, I'm fine, when your heart is really just whispering, I'm so tired. I want you to know that feeling hasn't gone unnoticed.
So, this is a gift for you. And the only thing I ask is that you try to receive it with a soft heart, not with your hands out trying to figure out what it's going to cost. I know maybe you feel like you're not the kind of person who gets kindness, but just stay for a moment. This is an offering. It's not another burden to carry, I promise.
Our bodies keep the score, don't they? You've gotten so used to bracing for the next shoe to drop, so even when something good comes along, that first instinct is to tighten up, to question it. That doesn't make you ungrateful, it just means you're exhausted. It's the story of all the times you hoped for something and felt a little foolish for it. It's just a way you've learned to protect yourself.
Okay, so let's break this down, because this is really important. Look at what this gift isn't. It's not some reward for being perfect, it's not payment for working yourself to the bone, and it is absolutely not another thing to add to your to-do list. Now, look at what it is. It's relief for your inner world. It's steadiness for those places inside you that are shaking. And it's comfort, real comfort, for that part of you that has just been running on empty.
But, okay, what does that actually mean? How does any of this touch the real weight you're carrying around? Well, let's kind of unbox the first part of this gift, and that is permission.
This permission, it's for a quieter mind. Not because your problems just magically disappear, but because you can stop feeding that spiral. You know the one. It's permission to stop replaying every single thing you wish you'd said or done differently today. To stop calling your exhaustion a weakness. You know, a lot of your pain isn't from failure. It's from trying to be unbreakable for way too long.
And what's amazing is that once you give yourself permission to just be human, something else has room to come back. And that brings us to the next part of this gift, dignity.
Now, we're not talking about some loud, proud, showy kind of dignity. No, this is the quiet, internal kind. The kind that just reminds you that you are worthy of gentleness, even and maybe especially on your worst day. Dignity isn't something you have to earn by never messing up. It's something you just have to remember. It's this core truth that lets you stop treating yourself like a project that needs fixing and more like a person who needs caring for.
All right, so this next piece of the gift is super practical because, let's be real, a lot of overwhelm comes from trying to live a whole month inside of a single evening. You're trying to carry the whole staircase instead of just taking one step. So this is about a clean, simple sense of direction.
And this just lays it out so clearly. You don't need a 10-point plan. You just need the next honest step. And maybe that step is just rest. Maybe it's finally saying no and setting a boundary. Or maybe it's asking for help. Or maybe it's just admitting to yourself quietly, this is really hurting me. Any one of these is enough for tonight. This is for that part of you that feels like you're falling behind. The part that's always comparing your life to everyone else's. Your pace is not a moral failure. Sometimes you're moving slow because you're unlearning habits that you needed to survive, but that just don't serve you anymore. And that deep work, that matters way more than speed. Your detours do not mean you're disqualified from the race.
So, where does all of this lead? When you put permission and dignity and a simple direction together, what do you actually get? You get a softer, calmer place to stand while you heal, a steadier center. And all of this brings us right to the core message.
For a long time, you've just been surviving. You've been enduring. You've been holding it all together with pure willpower. And let me tell you, that is an incredible feat of strength. But survival mode, it was never meant to be a permanent address. The invitation now is to move from just surviving to being nurtured, from enduring to being restored.
Look, if you take only one thing away from our time together, please let it be this one simple sentence. You can say it quietly to yourself or just let the idea sit in your chest for a second. It's not selfish. It's not weak. It's a fundamental truth. You are allowed to be cared for.
And the most beautiful thing is, this isn't something you have to go out and find. It's not something you have to earn or wait for until you feel like you deserve it. This gift of permission, of dignity, of gentleness, it's here, right now. It's as close as your next honest breath. It's really just about making a little bit of room to receive it. You don't have to fix everything tonight. You don't have to solve every single fear before you close your eyes. If all you can do is just rest in the knowledge that you are cared for, then that is more than enough. Rest. I'll be here.